you are actually teaching people to be freed from the disease, whereas they're going to keep them bound for as many years as they can to keep them just thinking that they're free from it by covering the symptoms and putting them in remission as opposed to healing. But they'll say they're healing them.
Actually, you know, and I think you don't charge very much for what you do, and I think you're just amazing. And I would just say to anyone out there who is in that scenario that they need to definitely do it.
Before, I knew that like I needed to eat healthy or make changes towards helping my disease, but I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know to what extent, and like all the little details you guys have taught me. So now that I know it, just for one, it gives me hope, because I'm like, okay, there is something I can do personally to help myself. And so obviously now that I know this and I know it's like proven to work, I'm going to do this like for the rest of my life, because, and it's exciting to know that with this terrible disease that affects like many people, that there actually is hope, because that was kind of my mindset for a while. I just felt kind of hopeless. Like I'm only 20 years old and have this terrible disease and have my whole life ahead of me.
It's been so life-changing for me, and I can't thank you guys enough. My husband, my daughter, they're like, Mom, you know, my daughter, she's like, Mom, you're back. And that just, I had no words for, you know, I've been sick since she was little, and I've been able to do things with her, and, you know, stuff like that. And she's 20 years old now, and she's like, all these years you were so sick, Mom. And now, you know, like dancing the other night, she danced with me the entire time, and she had so much fun with me. And it was just, I can't even explain how much it changed my life. Truthfully, I
was eating decent before, so I think this held me accountable. Man, I've learned so much. Some of the stuff that I was eating that I thought was healthy, that probably was adding to my inflammation.
There's so many coaches out there and people out there, doctors actually, that will say, I can help you. They say, get your disease in remission. They don't say reversal, right? And that was like a big difference for me, is that why are all these doctors saying remission and why are they saying reversal? I said, reversal is forever. Remission is just a matter of time. You guys are just so knowledgeable in autoimmunity and in the immune system in general.
Really something that's missing in the medical field and in the homeopathic field, because I had been to homeopathic people as well.
You give good direction, you give good advice, and you know, I like how knowledgeable you are about nutrition.
How would you say a process is different? Because you've tried other things before. You've done a lot of things to help with your inflammation.
Well, everybody else provides supplements and, you know, all kind of things, right? So I went to one place, one nutritionist, and they gave me a bunch of supplements that were pig thyroid and bovine liver and all this stuff. And so I was taking a lot of that stuff, and it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't know why I was taking animal organ supplements. I just didn't want to keep taking more and more supplements for months and months. I figured there had to be a better way, you know. And it was expensive too.
How much were you spending? As you said, it was a couple $100s.
For that program, the supplements were about $600 a month. They told me it would take, you know, 3 or 4 months on the program to really help. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like it.
I feel like I don't have as much of a foggy brain. I definitely don't have the fatigue anymore.